Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We'll begin with our nigun. No.
Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. My kids are going to kill me. That's one of their favorite songs. So I'll have to sing it when I get back to them. For those of you who don't know me, I'm David Magazine Malamud. I'm the rabbinic intern here this year, and it's a pleasure to be here tonight and join you all. As you all know, we start off our night at Temple Ner Tamid with some good news. It's a good way to start a service.
So just raise your hand if you have some good news. And tell us your name.
My name is Mark. My good news is with all the commercials lately about December 25th, I'm so happy to know that my house and a lot of other places, it's beginning to look a lot like Hanukkah.
Yes, Dancing with the Stars, that's right. They did a little Hanukkah song. Because there were two Jewish dancers. Not one, but two. Oh, wasn't you? Oh, could you look? Okay, go ahead. Tell us your name.
Oh, hi. My name is Lisa, and I'm not making this up. I'll share a nice story. I went into the bank, Salem 5 in Vinnon Square, and to my surprise, the bank was decorated for Hanukkah. I mean, a huge presence. Both of those, the places that you like fill out for deposit, you know what I'm talking about? There were two of them that faced each other, and not one, but both were beautifully decorated for Hanukkah. And they had snowflakes with blue ribbons, and when I got to my turn at the bank, I said to the woman, "Who does the decorating here?" And she said, "I do." She said, "We all do." I said, "Well, I want to tell you that how much I appreciate how beautifully you've decorated the bank for Hanukkah. There are a lot of us in the area that celebrate, and I just want you to know how much we appreciate it." And she said to me, "Thank you so much." She said, "I grew up in some place in New York, and I worked in a kosher bakery." She said, and so she said, "I love the Jewish traditions, and I was the one that wanted to make sure that the bank was beautifully decorated." So that's a positive thing following Mark's Hanukkah, okay?
Thank you, Lisa. I knew you'd have good news. Tell us your name. Yeah.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Pam Millman, and this past week I got to attend my older daughter's debut at Carnegie Hall with Seth Radusky and friends of Broadway, and it was amazing.
So I'm going to tell everybody about something nice. I'm Alan, and I want to tell everybody something. There's a lot of Allens in this temple. We have about 7 Allens in this temple that are active. So when somebody says Alan, everybody says, yay! So anyway, I'm going to tell you something nice that a bunch of us have been doing. I didn't start it. I kind of joined it midstream. But on Friday mornings, several of us take out 2 of our members who are having some problems. One is having trouble with a lung transplant that's being rejected, and the other one has Parkinson's disease. But every Friday morning, we take them out for breakfast. And we have breakfast with them, and we just sit and we have a normal breakfast with them, and it really helps. So I thought I'd like to give credit to those of us who take care and watch over our friends who aren't as fortunate as we are.
Thank you. Make sure you tell us your name. You're not Alan.
Yes, my brother's name is Alan, one of many. My name is David. I'm reticent to, I misspoke the other week, or last time I was here, and missed an opportunity to let people know that we just celebrated our 23rd anniversary. And my wife had her 39th birthday yesterday. So, another milestone.
Happy 39th birthday. Again. Oh, sorry. Tell us your name.
My name is Richard, and my son Jonathan celebrated his 50th birthday yesterday. I don't know how he got so old and I'm so young.
Anybody else? No? Okay, thank you.
Shalom Aleichem, page 13. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi-melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi-melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi-melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi-melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yedi nefesh harachaman, mishochata el ritzonah, yarutzavta kimo aya, yishtachaveh el muhadara, yerav lo yediduta mino fetzu v'chol tuam. Yada nai 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 nai, yada nai 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 nai, yada nai nai ai 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 ai, yada nai nai nai, yada nai nai ai ai, yada nai nai ai ai, yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 die. A Sabbath prayer. Dear God, help us now to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach towards one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Adonai. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu, nikad mafana betoda, bizmirot. Nari Allah, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Adonai. Arba'im shana akut bedor va'omar am toev levavhem v'hen lo yadu drachai asher nishbati v'api im yavon el menuchati. 16. Shiru ladonai shir chadash, shiru ladonai kol haaretz, shiru ladonai baruch shemo, basru miyom liyom yeshuato, sapru vagoyim kevodo, bechol ha'amim niflota, ki gadol Adonai. Umelameo Norahu Oko Elohim Ay 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 Kiko Elohe Ha'amim Elilim Va'adonai Shamayim Asa Od V'hadar Lefanav Oz V'tiferet B'mikdasho Havu ladonai mishpachot amim, havu ladonai kavod va'oz, havu ladonai kevod shemo, seu mincha, uva'u lechatrov tavai, yishtachavu ladonai behadrat kodesh, Chilu mipanav kol haaretz, imru vagoyim Adonai malach, atikon tevel baltima, yadinami b'meisharim, yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz, yiram hayam umilo, yalo sadai, V'cho asher bo ay 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 Asiranenu ko atzeyar lifnei Adonai kiva kiva lishpot haaretz lishpot tevel b'tzedek ve'amim be'emunato ya 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 da 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 ya da 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 Yai, 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 yai. Yai, 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 yai. Yai, 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 yai. Yai, 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 yai. Page 20. It's customary to rise at this time. Mizmor LaDavid. Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim. Havu l'Adonai kavod va'os. Havu l'Adonai kivod shemo. Hishtachavu l'Adonai v'hadrat kodesh. Kol Adonai Elohamayim el hakavod hirim. Adonai Almayim Rabim. Kol Adonai Ba'akol. Kol Adonai Behadar. Kol Adonai Shover Arazim Vaishaver Adonai et Arzei Havanon. Vayarkidem Kimo Egel Levanon Vesirion Kimo Vein Re'emi. Kol Adonai Chotzev Lavotesh. Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar. Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh. Kol Adonai Yachol Ayalot. Vayechasof Ye'arot. Uvechalo Kulo Merkavod. Omer Kavod. Adonai Lama Boyasha. Vayeshev Adonai Melech Le'olam. Adonai Oz Le'avo Yitain. Le'onai Yivarech Le'amo V'Shamo. Page 21, Lechadodi. We'll do every other. Lechadodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad. Hishmianu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad. L'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lechadodi likrat kala. Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala. Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha. Kumitzei mitoch hafecha. Rav lach shevet be'mechabacha. V'hu yachamu alaichem la. Lechadodi likrat kala. Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva orekumi uri, shir daveri, kavod Adonai alaich nigla, lechadodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Ve'hayulim shiso sho asai. Ve'rachaku kol mevalai. Yasis alaich elochai. Kimsos chatan al kala. Lechadodi likrat kala. Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Bo'vi v'shalom ateret bala. Gam b'simcha uvetzala, toch emunei am segula, bo ichala, lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. A song for Shabbat. It is good to acclaim Adonai, to sing your praise, exalted God. Your works, Adonai, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation. The thoughtless cannot comprehend. The foolish cannot fathom this. Your enemies, Adonai, your enemies shall perish. All the wicked shall crumble. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. They shall grow tall like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they will thrive in the courts of our God. Tzadikatamar yifra keres balvanan yizkeshetulim beveit Adonai behatrot Eloheinu Yafrichu od yenuvim b'seva Reshenim verananim yiyu lehagid ki yashar Adonai tzuri velo avlatabo. 24. Adonai malach geulavesh lavesh Adonai os hitazar af tikun tevel baltimore nachon ki asachameaz me'olam atay nasu nerot Adonai nasu nerot kolam nisu neharot doch yam mikol mayim rabim adirim mishpereyam Adir b'marom Adonai Eidotecha nemnu me'od Leveitcha nava kodesh Adonai leorech yamim. I will now invite those who are mourning, whose custom it is to stand at this time, to raise for Mourner's Kaddish. Kaddish Yatom. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shmei Rabba. V'alma divrach hiroteh v'yamlich mochuteh. V'chayechon u'vyamechon u'chayeh d'chol Beit Yisrael v'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalol shmei dekudsha brechu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiram ve'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'imroma. Hu Yaseh Shalom. Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Page 28, the start of Aravit, the Mariv service. Baruch, please rise as you are able. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe, your word bringing the evening dusk. You open with wisdom the gates of dawn, design the day with wondrous skill, set out the succession of seasons, and arrange the stars in the sky according to your will. Adonai Tzivaot, you create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall forever embrace us. Praised are you, Adonai, for evening's dust. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tevot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed, baruch atah Adonai, hamari v'aravim, ahavat olam beit Yisrael, Amchavta Torah mitzvot hukimu mishpatim otanu limadeta Haken Adonai Eloheinu v'shochveinu v'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem ha'enu ve'orech yameinu ve'orech yameinu v'hem neged yomam v'layla Al tasir mimenu leolamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai echad. V'yavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha v'techa v'leftecha v'derech v'sholtecha v'kumecha v'kshartam leot al yedecha v'yu letotafot beinenecha v'tavtam al mezuzot beitecha v'visharecha. Yomer Adonai el Moshe lemor daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarta lehem v'asu lehem tzitzit al kanfei v'tehem ledorotam v'natnu al tzitzit ha'kanaf betil techelech v'haya lehem letzitzit Oritem oto, Uschartem ekol mitzvot Adonai, Vaisidtem otam, Velo taturu, Acharei levavchem, Acharei anechem, Asher etem zonim achareihem, Leman tizkuru vasitem, Ekol mitzvotai, Veitem kadoshim leloechem, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher hotzeiti atchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, Liot lechem Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Amen. Amen. At the square. Malchuto beratzon kiblu alehem Moshe v'nei Yisrael lachanu shira v'simcha rabba v'imru chulam michamocha va'elim Adonai michamocha nedar b'kodesh norati lo tosei felet Malchut charau v'necha b'keam lifnei Moshe zeli anu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed v'ne'emar kifat Adonai et Yaakov v'galau mi'ad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. 33. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people, Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ushmor tzeitenu aveinu l'chaim shalom etavei ad olam. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, baruch atah Adonai. Hapores sukat shalom aleinu vel kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Please rise. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat Le'dorotam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat Le'dorotam berit olam. Beini u'bein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat Le'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat Le'dorotam berit olam. U'beyom hashvi shava vayinafash, shava vayinafash, shavat vayinafash. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha'shabbat lidorotam enrich olam. We remain standing for Chatzi Kaddish, and following will be the silent Amidah. Yitkada, Yitkada, Shmei Rabbah, Bama Dirachir Tevil Mechochute, Bechayechonu Yomechon, Uchayerecho Be'Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, Uvizman Kari Vimeru, Amen. Yeshmei Rabbah Melara, Le'olam Me'omaya Yitbara, V'yishtabach V'yitbar V'yitranam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitalev V'yitalash Me'dekucha Rechu Le'elam in Kol Berchata V'shirata Tishbechata V'nechemata Tamiram Belma V'imru Amen. We will continue with a prayer for healing. Yishaberach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah, Hu Yivarech v'Yirapeh. Please insert the names at this time. Kol hacholim b'kehila kadosha, hu hakadosh baruch hu yimalei rachamim aleim lahazikam lefruatam v'yishlach lahem mehera refuah shlema min hashamayim refuat hanefesh u'refuat haguf v'toch shar cholei Yisrael Shabbat hi mil zok u'refuah krov alavo hashabag alav izman kariv v'nomar amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bring blessing and healing to all those who suffer illness within our congregational family. May the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being, together with all others who are ill. And although Shabbat is a time to refrain from petitions, we yet hope and pray that healing is at hand. And let us say, Amen. Mishabera Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishebe'era imotenu mekor habracha avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Refuah shlema. We'll turn back to 38, reading in the English at My God, and then we will switch at SHALOM. We will start in the English in the middle of the page on 38, My God, and we will pick up in the Hebrew at SHALOM. May the one who brings peace to his universe. We'll switch then to SHALOM. My God, keep my tongue from evil, my lips from lies. Help me ignore those who would slander me. Let me be humble before all. Open my heart to your Torah, that I may pursue your mitzvot. Frustrate the designs of those who plot evil against me. Make nothing of their schemes. Act for the sake of your compassion, your power, your holiness, and your Torah. Answer my prayer for the deliverance of your people. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, my rock and my redeemer. Oh, say shalom bimromav, huya say shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. 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 V'meru, amen. We will flip forward to page 47. Please rise as you are able for this passage. Vayechulu hashamayim ve'haaretz v'chol tzivam vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi melakto asher asa vayishbot bayom hashvi mikol melakto asher asa. Vayevarech Elohim et Yom HaShavi, Vaykadesh oto, Kivo Shawat Mikol Malakto, Asher bara Elohim lasod. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Konei Shamayim v'Aretz, Magen Avo Bidvaro, Mechaye Meitim B'Mamaro, Ha'el HaKadosh Ein Kamohu, Ameniach le'amo, Yom Shabbat Kodsho, Kivam Ratzah le'aniach lahem, Kivam Ratzah le'aniach lahem, Lefanav navod b'irav achad, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד מעין הברכות. אל ההודות אדון השלום, מקדש השבת ומברך שביעי, ומניח בקדושה לעמדו שני עוני, זכר למעשה בראשית. Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Ritzei, Vimnuchatenu, Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha, v'ten helkenu b'toratecha, Savenu mituvecha, v'samchenu b'shuatecha, v'taher libenu, le'avdecha v'emet, v'hanchilenu, Adonai Eloheinu, v'ahava uvratzon, Shabbat kodshecha, v'nuchu b'am Yisrael, mikadeshei shemecha, Baruch atah Adonai, v'kadesh haShabbat. Please rise as you are able for Kaddish Shalom on page 48. Yikadav Yikadash Me Rabba Be'amati Rachir Tevim Michon Chute B'chai Chonu V'yom Echonu V'chai Ezecho Be'Yisrael B'galav Yizman Kari V'yimeru Amen. Yehesh Me Rabba Mevara Le'olam Ome'omaya Yitpara Yitbarak Yishtabak Yitbar Yitpranami Nasei V'Tadar V'Talei V'Talo Shmei D'Kudsha Brechu Le'ila Min Kol Birchata V'Shirata Tishbechata V'Nechemata Tamiram B'Ma V'Yimeru Amen. Tikabel Slotan V'Atan D'Chol Yisrael Karamu V'An V'Shmai V'Yimeru Amen. Yehesh Lama Rabba Min Shemai V'Chayim Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Yimeru Amen. Osei Shalom B'Mromav Hu Yasei Shalom Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Yimeru Amen. I invite you to stay standing. I'm going to make Kiddush. Savri Chavrai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei Pri Hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzav banu, V'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, Zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, Ki hu yom techila l'mikrayei kodesh, Zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, Ki banu v'charta, V'yotanu kidashta, Mikol ha'amim, V'shabbat kodshecha, V'ahava uvratzon hincholtanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh haShabbat. You may be seated. At this time, I will recite the prayer for the state of Israel, and we will follow it with a Kaddish for all those who have passed in this most recent war. Please stand back up, please. Avinu Shabashamayim, Sor Yisrael Vagoalo, Barach et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smicha Geulatenu, Hagen alea ba'avat chasecha, Ufros alea sukat shlomecha, Ushlach orcha be'amitcha le'roshea, Sarei v'yotzea, Ve'taknem be'etza tova milfonecha. Azechet yedei mignei eretz kodshenu ve'hanchilenu Eloheinu Yeshua, Ve'ateret nitzachon ta'artzrem. V'natata shalom ba'aretz v'simcha olam le'yoshvea v'nomar Amen. We will recite Communal Mourner's Kaddish on page 52. Yitgadal v'yikadash shmei Rabbah v'amad divra chiruteh v'yamlich mochuteh v'chayechon u'v'yamechon u'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael b'gala u'v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam omei omayah. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudsha brechu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata v'amiram b'ama ru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya inu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramah hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may be seated now. Shabbat shalom, everyone. I am David Magazine Malamud. I'm so privileged to be your rabbinic intern this year. Some of you have met or heard, at least, my children, Ben and Ari, running around, screaming. You might have seen them earlier. They were playing with fire trucks. It was very exciting. So I really wanted to name our kids Jacob and Esau. My wife's name is Rebecca. What more fitting name for a set of twins? My wife said, absolutely not. But I think that there's something we can learn from both Jacob and Esau. I'm looking closely at in this week's Parsha Vayishlach, among many other meaningful, beautiful moments, there is the reunion between Jacob and Esau. Jacob is terrified. He thinks his brother is going to murder him. He has this whole backup plan. And his brother surprises him. His brother runs forth and vayishkahu, vayivlechu. And over the words vayishkahehu, they ran towards each other and they embraced and they kissed. Over the words vayishkahehu, there are these dots you'll see even in our Chumash, but also in our Torah scroll. This is one of several times in the Torah we have these mysterious dots above the words. They indicate something meaningful, something deep. There are different interpretations of why it is here. In Sifrei Behalotecha, in an early rabbinic midrash, they suggest that Vayishkahehu is not sincere. This embrace is not sincere. This is Esau. This is Esau. We've been taught throughout Jewish history and Jewish tradition, Esau hates us. We are to hate Esau. And Esau becomes associated with the Roman Empire. Edom becomes Rome, which then becomes Christianity. You can see my discomfort here. There's another reading in the Sifrei Behalotecha. They suggest that actually, no, this was sincere. This embrace and this weeping, the reunion between these two brothers, is the only time that Esau puts aside his hatred. I take a lot of comfort in this story because I know that sibling rivalry is literally as old as time. We see it throughout Bereshit. It's also very challenging to see these brothers hate each other. You know, my kids love each other so much. They also fight over toys. They fight over our attention. And to think that one of them could be this emblem of evil, of hatred, is so painful for me. I think that we are doing ourselves in the rabbinic tradition a disservice by associating Esau with evil, with hatred, everything we dislike. I think that Esau represents something very human. Well, maybe not us. I think that Esau can represent something within us, something wild, something unkept, something passionate, full of pathos. And I think we shouldn't shove that aside and try to only be and only be Jacob. I think that we actually need to be both Jacob and Esau. And the reality is, as many of you know, you have kids, you have grandkids, you have nieces and nephews. Siblings fight. They disagree. But there's not a wicked child. I know we talk about in the Passover Seder, we talk about the wicked son. It's always very hard for me, because the wicked son's question could be read as very sincere. We've just decided he's wicked, just like Esau. We've decided that he is to be hated. I struggle with this. I think this is in the Torah to teach us that we need to embrace the parts of us that are Jacob, but also the parts of us that are Esau. They come together in this moment. They cry, they weep. They are one family. This can be very challenging for us to reconcile all parts of ourselves. It might be uncomfortable. That does not mean it's not the work that we need to do. I think it's very easy to hate, and I think it's very hard to open yourself to understanding. So I encourage you all on this Shabbat, open yourself to understanding. Don't just hate. It's very easy to hate. It's very easy to say, Esau's the bad guy. The wicked child is wicked. They're evil. We're good. End of the story. I think there's something we can derive from all of this. Something more substantial, less perfect. But I think life is imperfect. And I think that it's necessary to embrace all those elements in us. I encourage and invite you all to do so. Shabbat Shalom. We will continue on page 51 with the Aleinu. And please rise for that. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol la'tekiru la'liatzer breshit shelo asanu kegei aratzo v'lo samanu k'mishpachot haramal shelo sam helkenu kahem v'gor aleinu kefu hamona v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim livnei melech mochei amlachim hakadosh baruch hu she'u noteh shamayim v'yosed haaretz u'moshev yikaro b'shamayim imo u'shchinatu zo b'govei meromim hu Eloheinu ein od emet molkeinu efes zulato kakatu b'torato v'yadatayom v'hashevota elevavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim imo ve'al haaretz mitachat ein od. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad Ushema, Ushema, Ushema Echad, Ushema Echad. You may be seated. At this time in our communal family, we are observing the following yahrzeits. William Marcus, Lawrence Moldau, Leon Murstein, Hyman Salkovitz, Sarah Anna Feinstein, Herbert Levine, Gertrude Kravitz, Isidore Saphir, Abraham Wallace, Abraham Applebaum, Herbert Falkoff, Doris Kai, Judith Leventhal, Jacob Komack, Sarah Graff, Benjamin Levine, Abdul Licha, Craner Rieselberg, Pauline R. Torch, Jill Laurie Finn, Alan Kresnow, Robert Lange. Are there other names to add to the... If you are in mourning or are observing a yahrzeit, or it is your custom, please rise as you are able. Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish, is on page 52. Yit Gadal, Yit Kadash, Shmei Rabbah. Ve'alma divrach yirateh, ve'amlich malchuteh, ve'chayechon u'vyamechon, u'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlam ha'oah mirach le'olam olmei amayim. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit ramam v'yit naseh. V'yit adar v'yit taleh v'yit talal shmei dekudsha brechu. Le'ela minko birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata. Damiram be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May their memories be for a blessing. At this time, I'd like to invite up Maxine Rosenberg for announcements. Nope, that is old. Sorry. Sorry, Maxine. Beth Hoffman. I can't read dates in English, apparently.
Shabbat Shalom. Oh. Shabbat Shalom. Can you hear me now? Saturday morning services tomorrow begin at 9:30 a.m. Services are held every Sunday at 9 a.m., followed by breakfast and study, and every Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. All services are in person and virtual. Congregants observing a yahrzeit often request a minyan. These requests are listed in the weekly e-blast. Please help support our temple family members by attending the daily minyan. Social action. We serve at Haven from Hunger the second Monday of the month. Let Elliot Weiner know if you would like to volunteer. Next date will be Monday, December 8th. There's a toy drive going on now through December 10th. You can leave the toys in Founders Hall. Sisterhood's ongoing Tikkun Olam project. We're knitting for those in need. And starting in January, we're going to be having lessons on how to knit and have a knitting circle for those in need. Women's Rosh Chodesh group is looking for volunteers. You can share your home or some ideas for activities. Reach out to Esther Kaufman. Upcoming December events: Men's Club Annual Auction, Youth Program 3rd through 7th grade, Hanukkah Craft Workshop, Men's Club Poker Game, Adult Ed Lunch and Book Discussion. We are reading The Chateau by Jacqueline Goldis. Shabbat Breakfast for Dinner and Religious School-led service, Hanukkah party, and lunch and learn with Rabbi Perlman. Upcoming January events, the Sisterhood and Men's Club are combining and having a program, musical bingo. The flyer was on this e-blast, and I hope you come to that. It's going to be a fun event. Please remember to RSVP for all events. Check the e-blast for all dates and times. You can sign up for all the temple events in the temple office or by clicking on flyers in the e-blast. There's a lot happening at TNT. Information about all events can be found in our weekly e-blast. Shabbat Shalom.
We will conclude our service with Yigdal on page 53. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimtza v'nei tel metziuto echad ve'en yachid ke'yichudo ne'lam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf ein o guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato Kadmon lachol davar asher nivra Rishon ben reshit l'reshito Hino adon alam v'chon otar Yorei gedulato malchuto Shefad nevuato netano El anshe segulato v'tifarto Lo kam b'Yisrael k'Moshe Navi Amabit et Temunato Torah Temet Natan Le'amoel Oyad Nevio Neman Beito Lo Yachalipa'el Velo Yamir Dato Le'olamim Lezulato Tofev Yodea Sitarenu Mabit Lesot Davar Bekanato Gomel ish chesed kemifalo noten l'rasha ra kerishato yishlach leketz amin meshichenu liftot mechakeketz yeshuato Yahayel Mirov chasta Baruch Adei Shem Tehilato Meitim Yachayel Berov Chasto Baruch Adei Shem Tehilato Shabbat Shalom.